कि कोई बाबा आया है क्योर करता है. So it was very surprising. How can anybody just cure just like that and he's not even taking a penny? ये कैसे हो रहा है? ये कौन है? My son was just about 7 years at that time, and because his throat would get affected, every month he would be having fever, and it was not a pleasant sight to see. As parents, we were very worried. My own legs used to pain a lot from hip to toes, and I had tried everything possible, all kinds of ilaj, and nothing would work. So here I was thinking at the back of my mind that I'm hearing stories, so-called stories I used to say at that time, and not anymore, because those are not stories. Those are life's experiences of people who have gone through agonizing times, and Guruji has taken them out of it. So those are the blessings which people have received, which they narrate today. This was a time when there was no sthapna of Bada Mandir, and Guruji had come to Delhi from his Dera in Jalandhar. And over there, he was blessing people where he had taken place. And I was amazed to hear that heart troubles and cancers and brain tumors were getting cured. It was very surprising. Well, when we went, Guruji just said that I'm going somewhere. There were about 40 cars behind me. Put your car behind me and come. So he took us to a place where it was somebody's drawing dining. Everybody was sitting on the floor, and I saw that there are sofas around, but nobody was sitting on them. And I just felt I could not sit on the floor, so I went and stood in a corner. The door opened and he came straight to me from his room. And he motioned me to stand. I don't know when, I might have just sat down. So he says thus in Punjabi, tell me. I said, Ji, mera munda, my son. So he says, Udi chhad, forget about him. Tell me about yourself. So I just said, my legs pain a lot. He said, you were sitting here since such a long time, did they pain? I realized there was no pain, and I don't know when I would have sat down. He said, from now on, they never will. They never have. From 1995 to 2024. And it was not a simple leg pain, so as to say. It was an excruciating pain, for which I had tried everything from injections to homeopathic, allopathic, you name it, and I had done it. But it never used to go. And it would just not come in the results as to what it was. Well, having received that blessing, I also got another one. He said, you have a school. I said, no, you are mistaken. My mother is the one who runs the school. I don't have any school. So he says, no, it is yours. I have seen it. And he said, school khullega, bahut vadiya chalega. Main vekh leta te tu vekhi. And then once he had asked me to narrate this to somebody else at a later date. And I was laughing because I had no intentions of opening it, even though I had the qualifications. I was busy bringing up my kids. So while I was laughing, he just came back into the room and he said, Guruan di gal patthar di lakeer hundi hai. School khulega, bahut vadiya chalega. Main vekh leta hai te tu vekhi. Now in Guruji's terminology, vadiya is not to be equated just with a monetary gain. It is something completely different, which I realized when I opened my first school way back in the 90s, and then again another one. And then I was told that after your daughter gets married, you open one in Gurgaon, which I have, and by Guruji's grace, it is doing as he wills. There were so many other blessings. He just went on saying one thing after the other, and it was very, very strange for me to hear this from somebody who I did not even know. He said certain things which only I knew, And he also said what I was supposed to do in life, but finally it just did not materialize. He said, "Tu IAS karna si, kyun nahi kita?" So I just smiled at him. I said, "Gee, I got married." So then of course life took a different course, and willingly. So Guruji knew even the smallest of things which would have transpired in my life. And when he would just say it in passing, I would say that yes, those were the few things which made me believe in him. Because there are saints who would know certain things, but Guruji knew everything. One was transparent in front of him. My father was told that he has got lymphoma, cancer of the lymph glands. And my mother ran helter-skelter with the reports. We came to know Guruji has come to town, but he's in hiding because there was no sabha at that time. Well, we got permission, went, sat in front of him, both my husband and we couldn't say anything to him. We came out and we just told each other, "इतने बड़े महापुरुष को हम क्या बताने आए हैं? इनको तो पहले से ही पता होगा." Well, a few days passed and he called me up and he says, "I'm going somewhere to bless someone's house. So you both must reach there." I went there and I was in no mood at all to socialize because everybody was laughing and joking, rightfully so, because after all Guruji aaye the unke ghar. So I just went and sat right at the back. He motioned me to come and sit